Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an author, speaker, and proud father. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Consider your environment when looking for a man. Now, I've talked about environment with men because I've talked about with men the 4 pillars of game. And shout out Master Teacher BGS for really providing those 4 pillars. You know, the 4 pillars I tell men is, the environment, which I'm going to get into, the bait, what they're wearing and everything. Conversation, that's the connection, and then sex. And that's cool and everything. Now, okay, y'all know about the bait, or at least I hope y'all do. And conversation, I know y'all love conversation, and y'all know y'all want somebody to knock it out the box. But a big consideration is what environment are you in? And let me use a common example. Because you have so many women talking about leveling up. So many women talking about leveling up. Okay, you want to level up and you want to find that 6-figure man. Are you in an environment where there are 6-figure men? Do you live in that type of neighborhood? That's the first thing. You know, when you go to the stores or where you go grocery shopping or clothes shopping, at your local malls or something, or, the party places you go to, are they going to be 6-figure men? Do you go to expos or events, cigar lounges or something where there are 6-figure men? And that's some serious conversation. Serious conversation. You got to think about your environment. Yeah, if you want that 6-figure man, okay, cool. Are you in that environment? Or if you're the type of woman, you want that muscular guy, tight body man. Are you in that environment? Have you joined a gym where there's a bunch of them? I've always said I've worked at this gym I was working at in Marlow Heights, Maryland. One of my jobs, I was a desk attendant / salesperson. And I would... Whenever a woman came through, I'd definitely walk her through the part where the men were throwing up the weights and then be thinking about already what I'm going to do with my commission. So I will walk her through that part, is that woman in an environment where there's going to be those type of men or whatever type of men. You might be one of those women, you like the poetry set, you got the guys, you got the snapping of the fingers, however they do poetry now anyway. Are you in an environment where you're meeting that guy? Or if you want an intellectual thing, you more on that thinking tip. Are you in environments where you're going to get those thinking type of men? Or a businessman, are you going to environments where the businessmen are? Are you going to expos? A lot of businessmen be at those real estate things. Are you going to those things? You got to consider that. I'm seeing is a lot of women saying they want a particular type of man. And that's cool. But then I'm looking at where they're at. You got some women on lower economic classes. Yeah, they want that baller or something. I'm like, you going where the ballers are? You going where the money men are? You going where that more high class man is? And I've seen plenty. I've seen plenty of women. And I would just say, well, don't you think you need to go where those guys are? In fact, it's an even deeper conversation. Would you even fit in there? Because, okay, let me use an example of those high-end guys, professional type of men. A lot of women, I'm just being real, a lot of women wouldn't fit in with them because it's not even just going to the environment, but fitting in that environment. You get some levels where, like I mentioned the other week, about men not being pressed about fake eyelashes or something like that. Now, if you're a woman and you wear them, you got the weave, maybe the colorful hair and all of that, all right, that's cool on one level. That's cool if you're around some guys who down with that. But if you get some professional type of men, they make fun of those things. You got to look a certain way for them. And that's just a reality because one of the things that when you think about your environment, you got to think about the social class and the subculture associated with that class. You got to think about all of those things. So you got to take that consideration. Like if you, like I'm put it like this. Even though I've said several times, get with a man, like a money man. Let's use a high value man thing, the 6-figure man thing. And I've said several times, find a man with a good character that you can build with. Okay, but you're not listening to Uncle Rom. You want that man. Okay, fine. What are you doing to put yourself in that environment where he will find you acceptable? Because like I said, if you want to be honest about those guys at those high end, most of them are professional. You do have some blue-collar cats who are at that level. You do. But it's not as many as the professionals up there and the successful business owners, corporate executives and stuff. There's a certain look that they want. So even then, it's not even just the environment, but the look that you present to them. Like I said, they ain't as down for the weaves and the long eyelash. I'm just being real. I ain't hating. I'm just being real with you. At that level, they are not as down and don't have a visible tattoo. You immediately are put away. And that's just one. Now, let me switch that around. Say you want that guy who's going to deal with all. He's a little rough. He got his tattoos, got his hair braided, stuff like that. Got those locks and everything. Wearing the streetwear. All right. Are you in that environment that fits there? Are you in that environment that fits there? Because you get some women, they might have been those goody-goody girls. Goody-goody girls. They ain't wearing the lashes or anything or the weaves or got the tats and colorful hair. But would they really fit in with that type of dude? If they go around there, would he look at her and call her corny? Despite what many women think, there's some guys who will look at a woman and is like, she corny. They ain't feeling her. So you got to consider that. First of all, you got to consider where you at. What's your social class? The area you live in. What do people consider fun? With the guy, what is the guy you looking for? You maybe might be that woman that likes to drink, and play cards or something, smoke some J's or something. Wanting a man who really ain't in that type of world. You got to change yourself to be in that type of world if that's what you want. Change yourself. Not put on a mask either, but generally change yourself. You got to look at all of that. Class thing, subculture thing, where you live and shoot. You might have to switch cities or something. Because I've met plenty of women who are more lower class. They weren't trying to stay there. They were trying to build up and everything. But they will want that more high class man. And I'm like, I don't think y'all get how much they clown y'all. I remember I went to this party, and it was a bunch of attorneys there, professionals there. And I came with a young lady who was real cool, but she wasn't on that level. Oh, Rom got clowned. I laugh about it because, just from a personal perspective, I've been through all the classes, so I'm comfortable with whoever. But that's me. But these guys, you had to have a certain look for these guys to even think about the woman. So, seriously. But that was their environment. You always got to take all of that into consideration. So when you're looking for a man, it's one thing to want that high-powered man, high-post man and everything, or even in some cases want that like thug guy, rough and everything. Consider the environment you're in and whether, that man is in that environment. And then if you have to shift something, whether you can deal with the environment to find that man. I want y'all to really think about those things. So anyway, ladies, that's all I got for now. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.